Okay, so today we're going to talk about, is there a time that you ever felt overwhelmed? So, I have, which was recently, like 2 weeks ago, recently, excuse me, when Antonia room caught on fire. I get up, the end of her bed, the top part of her bed is on fire. I was downstairs trying to run water in buckets. And I had to tell Antonia to go and get your phone, the fire department, and I'm running water. They was like, you guys need to go outside. If you have any animals, take them outside. But if you can't, just leave them in the house.
It was like,
yes.
Like, I'm going to tell you, when
Tony was up there way longer than I was, so I can't.
Because I was trying to get them, I was like, man, I ain't about to, no.
Right.
I was like, I was a fireman that night. Because I was just, first thing popped in my head, I can't let this house burn down.
Yeah.
We give you this podcast if we feel it or not. Yep. If you high energy, have you feeling a drop? Raw, no nonsense. Fire content with time spent. Sound slick. Been around the block like Crown Vic. Come on, Dre. Laugh so hard that your hip detach. Like and subscribe, support us. Stop sitting back. Come and listen as we talk about this and that. TSD, come sit and chat. You get with that?
Hey, welcome to Sit and Chat 612, where we come up with weekly discussions. My name is Sherry.
My name is Tony.
DeAndre.
And if you guys are new to our channel, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that. And also that notification. And also that notification. Keep you updated when we drop the upcoming content. And hit that thumbs up if y'all like what y'all see. And comment.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about, is there a time that you ever felt overwhelmed? So, I have, which was recently, like 2 weeks ago, recently, excuse me, when Antonia room caught on fire. I figured you hadn't seen that because you hadn't said nothing. So, good topic. You don't know.
Oh, yeah, it is.
So, it was, 3 weeks ago now?
3 weeks ago.
About 3 weeks ago, Anthony, our child, who is 11, wakes me up out of a deep sleep. And I don't know what I heard, possibly fire. I have no clue. I get up, the end of her bed, the top part of her bed is on fire, the corner of the mattress and her pillow, like in flames. You said, all I remember, you said that you heard me say, oh shit. And you was already upstairs before I called your name.
You said my name. You said, oh crap. You said, oh shit. And then you was like, Tony. And then I said,
real calm, because I know it didn't happen like that.
No, so like you were downstairs playing a game or something?
I was watching a movie.
Oh, okay.
And then she said Tony. And then I was like, did I say what?
I don't know.
No, I said what's going on. And then I got up. And then you was like, what you say?
I don't know. It was a
you
weird to me.
You was like something about a fire. And I was like, what? And then I went in the room and I seen the crazy thing, it was I ain't gonna say ain't no fire. I ain't never been around no fire, so it was like it was fast.
I feel like it was too, because I was downstairs trying to run water in buckets, and I had to tell Antonia to go and get your phone because my phone apparently was still in our room. Mm-hmm. I had to call the fire department, and I'm running water. They was like, you guys need to go outside. If you have any animals, take them outside. But if you can't, just leave them in the house. And then all of a sudden, here come the sirens and everything. So when did you come downstairs? Because I
put that shit out.
So when you say in flames, was it like
it was like
yes,
like I'm gonna tell you. When
Tony was up there way longer than I was, so I can't.
Because I was trying to get them. I was like, man, I ain't about to. No.
Right.
I was like, I was a fireman that night. Because I was just, first thing popped in my head, I can't let this house burn down.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to start over. You know what I mean? And then that's the first thing that was in my head, which is bad because I probably got a lot of smoke. You know, I was in. It was dark. Like I couldn't see nothing. I went.
He was up there too long because he should have been up there.
I grabbed a book. Antonia brought a bucket upstairs. I told her to go downstairs. I filled both of those buckets up. When I seen the fire, it was already big. When I went back, that shit, I was like, I don't know.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I was like, I might not be able to put this out. Mm-hmm. So I just kept the water running, and then I was moving as fast as I could.
Was you running water in the sink or the tub?
In the tub.
Okay.
I was running as fast as I could, and I kept on throwing water, kept on doing it, and it kept on coming up. I'm like, shh.
Oh, really?
It came to a point where I was just about to leave because it was so dark. And I was like, I'm gonna try one more time. If it don't work, it is what it is. Grab another water, and I start throwing it on the bed and on the floor. You know what I mean? And then it started dwindling them down, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna grab one more. I grabbed one more, and then you could hear the steam out, but it was still burning. The flames is gone, but the bed was still burning. And at that point, I was like, I was down there about to pass out, so I was just like, yeah, I'm going downstairs to just get some air. And then that's when the fireman, they had pulled up, and then Sherry can tell you from there.
Yeah, so they pulled up, and basically we still got on night clothes. So I'm thinking it's the next day. It wasn't even midnight yet.
Yep.
And I was like, what the hell? So they going in and out, checking the CO2 and all that other stuff. Like, we have 2 cats, for those who don't know. So the one, you ain't even got to guess. The one who followed us, you already know who it was. The other one, we have no clue where it's at, right? So, I think Antonia had to end up going inside the house to open our gate, because everybody know we got private gates, private fence, so they lock. And so she let them in, and then I don't know, like, it was just a blur. Like, we couldn't go into the house for a long time because of the carbon monoxide. Crazy thing is, it's still funny to me that Tony didn't smell any smoke, and he was woke. But anytime we cooking, them fire alarms go off. None of them went off. Then I sit here and I think, I've heard people say, usually people don't smell the smoke. And Tania said that's what woke her up. And I was like, because I had just had to ask her the other day. I was like, where was you laying at? Because that was the head of the bed.
Yeah, I know.
How she didn't get burned was my question. But she said she was at the end of the bed, which makes sense because that's where the charger and stuff at. So I was like, oh. So at first I thought the cats was playing, and it caught on fire because she had a candle. And I remember saying, Antonia, why in the hell are you lighting my candles? These are the same candles that have been in the bathroom for like 2 years. Why do you even touch my candles? So what I feel like happened is that since she was at that end of the bed, she kicked her pillow, and her pillow tilted that the candle, and she had papers and stuff on her makeshift nightstand, and all of that caught it on fire.
Yeah, because like we have a candle, like it needs to be like in an open space or away from anything flammable. Because like you guys are first telling me the story, like to me, like what my first thought was, it seemed like an electrical thing. Because I know like
I know we did leave that part out, didn't we? But it was crazy. So it was a good minute before we was able to go in the house. And then when you go in Antonia's room, and you just like, the hell, are we gonna make an insurance claim? But if you know us, we gonna try to do this ourselves. We know people, or we can do it ourselves. Like, that's the talk that we're having, right? And then so
it really wasn't that bad. Like
it's hard to get soot out though.
Yeah, it is.
The fire, so this is how I look at it. It's all replaceable, right? It's just, you know how I've had my stories about like the orbs and the stuff at the house. Somebody was looking over Antonia for Antonia to wake up.
Yep.
That's all I keep saying. So of course I had to go to work. And this is where the overwhelming part came for me. Because I have stuff going on at work also, like have to be a part of. And I still have to go to work. Yeah. Like, that's just what it is. Like, there's no taking off. And then it's a group of us that was sitting in my office. And I ain't gonna say old coworker, because she kind of still like a coworker, came down to check on me. I don't think she worried about me. She more worried about Antonia, because Antonia's her girl. So then as I'm telling the story, then I'm feeling overwhelmed as I'm telling the story. And they're like, why are you even here? They go and tell the principal, like, she needs to leave, but I can't leave because I'm having surgery in like 6 weeks. I need all of my time. And plus I'm still on probation. So just being off, like, I just can't be off. Yeah. But when I tell you, they say, like, it's a community at the school, right? It's a community. Like, they've taken up donations, even when I told them not to, because you know people listen to what they want to listen to. They do what they want to do. And one of my coworkers have donated Antonia a bed and a frame because we was gonna have to pay for that too. We still got soot and stuff all over the house, or not the house, but her. Actually, it was in our room too. Because I was like, what is all this black stuff? That's how that smoke had came through the upstairs or whatever. And I was so I was just overwhelmed. Like I just didn't know what to do. Like one day at work, like I knew I had stuff to do. I did absolutely nothing. I was there. I had my walkie on if they needed me, but I did absolutely nothing because I just didn't know what we was going to do. Like we haven't even discussed it because I don't think we know what to discuss or where to start. Is that how you feel?
Yeah, I could say I felt overwhelmed. I was mad at first, but at the same time, I was like, stuff happened. And then I was shaking, man. I was like, after that whole thing sitting outside, I was shaking because I was just thinking like, first of all, I was just like, I'm glad that nothing happened to Antonia. That's the first thing I was thinking. And then that, I was just like, I just didn't want the house to burn down or be starved. So it was just like, I was panicking. I was panicking a little bit, so I had to kind of control my breathing because I had a panic attack before. I had to control my breathing because it was just like overwhelming because everything happened so fast, and I'm just like, you know me, I'm thinking the worst. I'm like, what if this would have happened? What if this? What if that? And then I'm thinking like, I got the fire out though. But then after that, I was thinking like,
oh, I forgot about that part because when the firemen were bringing the mattress out, it was still smothering.
yeah.
And this was like way minutes after you had came outside.
Mm-hmm.
They had been up there for a while.
Yeah, and then I was thinking about my health because I was like, a lot of smoke. I know for a fact a lot of smoke got into my body, and I was like, do I go to sleep after this? You know what I mean? Because you know how stuff happens. You know, people die after certain things. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was just like, I wasn't scared to go to sleep, but I was like, man, I was up there for a long time trying to get that fire out, and I wasn't even thinking about that. You know what I mean? And like. So yeah, it was overwhelming for me because I was just like, what's next? What we do next? Because I didn't know how bad the room was. I just know that I got the fire out, and I got some of the fire out, and they did what they had to do to, make sure everything was completed. And then I would just know how bad the room is. When I went up in the room, I was like, okay, well, wasn't nothing burnt, but it was a lot of soot and smoke that was just around, and I was just like. I was at ease, I was relieved, but then that's when I was just like, it was one of those things where you like, it just make you more aware.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It like I was high alert, so I'm like, nah, I need to get some smoke detector, I need to get some, this, I need to get that, I need to get some fire extinguisher. Man, I went to the stove like 3 days after that, and I was just like, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. I ain't gonna be using water next time.
Yeah.
I'm using the real stuff.
So like when you guys were in the moment, did you feel overwhelmed? Like
No.
I was panicked.
Yeah.
I was in panic mode.
was
The engineer said I was shaking. Like I don't even remember shaking, but I'm sure I was when I was calling 911.
But you were in a deep sleep too. So like to be in a deep sleep and have to wake up to that, like reminds it where. But for you, Tony, like you just focus on this is what I need to do.
Yeah, I was like my main thing was just trying to contain the fire until the smoke, the fire alarm people. I said fire alarm. Yeah, firemen get there, but I couldn't even say I stayed in there too long, honestly.
I honestly feel like that it probably had something to do with your adrenaline.
Yeah,
in that moment, because like if I feel like if you hadn't had that, then you probably would have been able to be in the room for that long.
Yeah,
because you probably would your body would have been coughing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think you in the moment, just like
now I think about it, you weren't coughing or nothing.
Yeah,
no, I was coughing upstairs.
Oh, was you?
Yeah. That's when I was
I
cool
was
for
already outside by then.
I was cool for a minute, but then once I felt my body start to cough, I was trying to be strong,
trying to hold your breath.
Yeah, like I'm a superhero. It's like I can handle this stuff. But I was like, this when they talk about fire, it's real.
But it ain't like they say. It be the smoke that kills you.
Man, the smoke.
Like, did they check up on you
I was looking.
I don't
low.
even think they knew he was outside. I mean, was
They
up
didn't,
there.
they didn't even know what
Because Tony
they
Craig
didn't know
wasn't even talking.
Yeah. That's because I wasn't in shock. I was like, damn, like we could have been dead.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. That was all on my mind. I was mad, but at the same time, I'm like, man, we could have been dead. Like if I would have got this.
You want to
fire,
know what's crazy is because that man said, "Is there any more kids at the house?" I forgot about Shariah ass. She be gone.
Shariah was gone.
She was gone.
Yeah.
But she be there gone, like you just don't know.
Yeah.
And it just didn't dawn on me to say that she could possibly be in her room.
Mm-hmm.
And as we talked about this one, like, you've been trying to get her to just communicate that because, like.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew she was gone. But the thing is that I never know when she comes back.
Right.
That's another thing. Like I knew she was gone, but that's me saying that I knew. But had she came home, because it was still late night, she still could have possibly came home.
Mm-hmm.
I just was asleep. Tony be knowing when she be leaving and coming. I don't.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yes, that's my overwhelmness.
Yeah.
I guess Tony's too.
Well, like, so the mattress and a pillow were on fire.
Mm-hmm. I didn't show you the pictures.
No. When it started to go
maybe
up,
Tony can show it on YouTube.
was the
Yeah, you gotta give me a picture.
were the curtains? What does she have curtains?
She do, but none of that was on fire. It was the mattress and the pillow.
Yeah. Because like when you're not in the moment, like you think of like what you could have done. Because like my mom was like, "Why didn't you just grab the mattress?" But I'm like, you don't think about that.
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
When you're in the
Yeah.
moment, but no.
And threw it on the floor. And then, like, as I say, this makeshift nightstand she had was actually milk crates. So all of that was melted on the floor. And it took days for her to get that out off the floor.
Wow.
It's a lot.
It's crazy, man.
And that's the head of the bed.
Yeah. See, and she just happened to be not.
At that part, at that end, yeah.
So really, if you think about it, I'm a hero.
Okay.
Well,
I'm not a superhero, but I'm a hero.
and you contained it because like if
If he would have went downstairs, it would have been way worse than what it was. Which he
I probably shouldn't have did that,
Which
though.
he should have went downstairs.
but in the
Yeah, I
moment,
probably
like I said,
Because like how I said now, like, do we do an insurance claim? It's not about the deposit for the insurance whatever. But there's other things that we possibly could use it for. And I don't know if everybody else mind be working like this, but this is how our minds work. If we can fix it, let's fix it.
right.
But can we fix it? I mean, I'm sure like it don't like did you just see my post last week when I said Antonia room smelled like she been smoking a brisket all week?
Yeah,
That's how her room was smelling.
yeah. But I didn't know it was because of that though.
Yeah, it was because of that. So it was like it don't really smell like smoke anymore, and we can only get as much off as we can get off. The next option is to paint it.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thoughts. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, but that's my thoughts.
Right.
That ain't your thoughts?
Paint it, yeah. That's the first thing I think. We'll try to get as much stuff off the wall. I was like, let me do it. Cause
Yeah, we done went through about 5-6 mops, mop heads.
but was y'all wiping the wall though?
Yeah, that was the walls. And then as soon as you go back up, all of it was coming right back down. So I just stopped.
Have you guys? So besides this, like, have you guys like dealt with like any other fires, whether it's your within your
Not
past or anything?
No.
Like never. That was like when I was upstairs and I seen the fire. It was small. It wasn't small.
It was
there.
like the pillow was hanging, so the fire was up
Right.
and the mattress was like it was there.
And
So
then-
by the time you probably was doing all you was doing, it done spread.
Yeah. Like it was like a split second. I seen the fire and it was like this. Went in the room, filled the bucket up. I came back and it was like this. I was like, dang.
And that was a matter of seconds.
That was fast. I'm like, I thought I was fast. I was like, man.
Yeah,
Which
I didn't think I was gonna get it out though.
Which also makes me think like some of the stuff Antonia had on her bed and stuff was flammable.
Yeah.
Because if it went that fast,
That was
like
fast.
yeah, but I've never had to deal with fire like that. and don't want to deal with it like that again, especially not in my house.
Yeah, I've never dealt with like a fire, that big before. But I don't know. But I know like there was one time where, me being younger, and I was at my mom's house, and I was cooking something, but I had like the rag, and I didn't know that the rag was like right next to the flame, and it poofed up, and I just remember like in that moment take it outside.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say you put it in the sink.
But hey, that's crazy, man.
It is. It is. So yeah.
So like you guys still don't. So are you guys still figuring out, like what you're gonna do as far as like make the claim, or are you just gonna try?
We're not gonna make a claim.
It's I feel like it's not that bad when we have to make a claim. So what I was gonna do is try my best to get the stuff off the wall and just repaint it, because she wanted to paint it anyway.
So with the
Everybody keeps saying, tell Antonia she just wanted to change her room. She didn't have to start a fire.
Right. Yeah.
So like with the claim though, like can you only make like one?
I don't know, because we've never had to do that for our house. So like I don't know.
No, we never had.
No, we don't want to.
I did.
I'd rather for it to be something disastrous, which that kind of was, but really wasn't,
Right.
than to have to use it for something that we could probably fix on our own.
But if you
No, I did talk to the lady. Not.
Yeah, but did you ask her about the fire?
No, I didn't. But we was talking about claims and stuff like that. No, we wouldn't talk about claims. We were talking about taking money out of your life insurance or out of your insurance or something like that. Too.
Yeah, we ain't doing that either, because I feel like you have to pay that back at some point.
yeah.
She said we don't want to do it now anyway because of interest rate.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody want to do anything because of interest rates. So, yeah. So, that was the time we was overwhelmed, and DeAndre was surprised.
Yeah.
That's how I know he don't be paying attention to stuff.
Now y'all don't tell me that.
You know what? I even asked Tony, I said, DeAndre must don't know, because he haven't said anything.
Right,
Like, even
no.
if you would have said anything to Tony, you would have texted me or said something.
Mm.
But, like, you didn't say nothing. I was like, DeAndre must don't know.
No.
I said that this morning, too. I was like, DeAndre must don't know. Oh, okay. With that being said, sit in chat 612.
Sit and chat, 612, the sequel. Success in our soliloquy, no equals. Listen to us as we driving on the highway. Different topics, top 5, Foodie Friday. Share, listen, laugh and give us that energy. Come on, tone with the jokes and me bringing the chemistry, the symmetry. And nah, we ain't with the imagery. Our ministry ain't with the gimmickry. Are you kidding me? Easy.